The all-electric Maserati GranTurismo Folgore boasts huge performance, but is still lacking in certain areas. The all-electric GranTurismo Folgore is a key car for Maserati, because it represents the future for one of Italy's most famous car companies. In most ways, it's a strong contender that has huge on-paper performance, looks good and has an obvious sense of occasion at its core. But the electric powertrain lacks charisma and the performance isn't as dramatic as it should be in practice, so the jury's still out for the time being. The new GranTurismo Folgore, which means lightning in Italian, is a crucial new car for Maserati. Why? Because the all-electric powertrain that sits beneath its elegant new nose then runs all the way beneath its aluminium floor and stylish new body will, eventually, become the only powertrain available in a Maserati, once fossil-fueled cars have left the building sometime within the next decade. So Maserati needs to get it right, no excuses. For the time being, the Folgore will go on sale alongside V6 engine versions of the all-new GranTurismo so that by 2025 all new Maseratis will be offered with a choice of either EV or V6 petrol propulsion. The version we're driving here is a late-stage pre-production car with a non-representative dashboard, hence the reason there are no cabin photographs of this available yet. The proper interior will be revealed in late spring, says Maserati. But for the rest of the car, what you see is what you get, and in simple terms this means you get an awful lot. That is on paper, at least, although as we'll see, more sometimes equals less when it comes to the aspects that count most in a Maserati. The headline figures are pretty spectacular, no matter which way you choose to cut them. From a 92.5 kilowatt-hours battery, the Folgore produces a whopping 1,183 bhp of what Maserati calls installed power, which translates to 750 bhp of power to the wheels. The full 1,183 bhp won't be deployed until later, once the battery can deliver on this demand, say the engineers. So for now, the Folgore's 3 electric motors each deploy 250 bhp. There's one at the front and 2 at the rear. That's enough to fire the 2,260 kilograms Folgore to 62 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds and to a top speed of 199 miles per hour, says Maserati, making it way faster than the 490 bhp Modena and 550 bhp Trofeo V6 versions of the new GranTurismo, despite these models weighing over 400 kilograms less than the battery electric Folgore. As a result, it has a highly sophisticated torque vectoring system that dishes out energy to whichever end or side of the car can handle it best. So although it's four-wheel drive in theory, in practice it behaves more like a rear-wheel drive car, says Maserati. And on the move that's exactly how it feels. There are 4 different drive modes to choose from: Range, GT, Sport and Casa. And in each mode the artificial noise generated by the car's numerous speakers, some of which are mounted in the rear bumpers to provide an exterior, sound personality for onlookers to enjoy, gets louder. At idle it emits a weird, digitized V8 rumble that fades, disappointingly, as you start to move. At the same time, the maps for the throttle, ESC and the adaptive air suspension all get more sporting as you scroll up through the various modes. At no point, however, does the Folgore turn into a hard-riding, uncompromised sports car. In all its modes it remains a consummate GT car in terms of its ride quality and steering precision, and in its braking responses, which are excellent. What's disappointing, though, is not the magnitude of its performance, which is always somewhere between strong and immense, but instead its curious absence of character. Maserati has made the Folgore as quiet as possible on the move, despite its numerous speakers, and in practice this has made it a peculiarly undramatic car to drive. Which means it is also a strangely unmemorable car to drive in many ways, despite being very quick in a straight line and fundamentally well sorted under braking and through the corners. It's almost as if Maserati has gone too far in its efforts to make the Folgore as refined as it possibly can. Some personality needs to be re-injected back into it somehow, to make it more of an event to be a part of, because as it is, and no matter how potent it is in a straight line, the Folgore lacks sparkle. Not just beside Maserati's other V6 engine cars, but compared with most of the more exciting EVs from companies such as BMW, Audi, Porsche, Polestar and, yes, even Tesla as well. all of which cost a lot less money than the Folgore's estimated price tag of £195,000 when it goes on sale soon, factoring that into the equation. The bottom line is that the V6 versions of the new GranTurismo will, we suspect, be infinitely more desirable cars to drive overall when they go on sale later this year, despite being a fair bit slower than the Folgore. They will also be capable of traveling a lot further than the Folgore's claimed 279-mile range and will be much more convenient to refill once empty. Although with 270 kilowatts charging capability thanks to its all-new 800-volt platform, Maserati does claim 62 miles of range can be added in just 5 minutes as maximum charging speed, both key factors in a grand tourer such as this. For the time being they will, we suspect, be the more desirable versions, full stop. Fortunately, Maserati has some time to get the Folgore and the other EV versions of its models in the pipeline right. But until they do, the V6s will still be the ones to go for in our opinion, and by a fair old margin on this evidence. Model: Maserati GranTurismo Folgore. Price: £195,000. Powertrain: 92.5 kilowatt-hours battery, 3xe motors. Power, torque: 750 bhp, 1,350 Newton-meters. Transmission: single-speed automatic, 4-wheel drive. 0 to 62 miles per hour, 2.7 seconds. Top speed: 199 miles per hour. Range: 279 miles. Charging: 270 kilowatts. On sale, early 2023. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and turn on notification for more video.
Welcome to Shoppers Africa. Today we present to you one of our craftswomen, Halima Abdul Soumay. She was born in Morogoro. She started her business in 2018 by sewing huts, and then she expanded into clothing. She is a craftswoman and also an entrepreneur. She works with the trends of the market. When the bag market started to rise, she moved into it because she does what is trending, so that she can make her daily. Her designs are inspired by cultural references. Actually, she enjoys creating and selling cultural products. She is 32, and she is the mother of 3 children, Amina, Jura, and Zakaya. She has got a team of 3 people who are helping her. Her main is to reach out the target market, which is difficult because she has to make the bags and also looking for clients. From the precious products we see, Halima needs people who will value the products she makes. Our task is to make sure that Halima is seen by the people, and the people should support her by all means, making sure that she gets what she deserves. Visit shoppersafrica.com to buy her products.